but that charisma can make up for some of that missing attraction, right? It can make up for it. That's why guys who, a girl will see him and be like, oh, he's okay, right? But then she gets to talk to him. She get to know him a little bit. He's talking to her. She like being around. She love being around. She don't want to be without him. You know what I'm saying? It'll lead into, okay, I like this guy, right? It'll lead into that because it's a substitute for that. It doesn't have to happen right away. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Marvel Matter back with another video, and today what I'm going to talk about is the power of charisma, man. The power of charisma. So I always talk about attraction, right? I talk about attraction a lot because I believe attraction is extremely important in a relationship. When you are dealing with women, they need to be attracted to you. Your girl needs to be attracted to you, right? There has to be something that's pulling her towards you. There has to be some type of desire. There has to be something that, is making you magnetic to her. That's you know what I'm saying, bringing y'all together. That has to be there. If that's not there, it's not gonna work. It's just not. If everything about you and your relationship to her is in her head, if it can be measured, you know what I'm saying, if she can be like, okay, he's doing this, it can be kept track of, you know what I'm saying, it can be counted. If it's all logical, it's all in her head, it's all, based on reasoning, like, okay, well, he's doing this, so I guess I can be with him as long as he's doing this, as long as he's fulfilling this need, as long as he's that, right? If that's what it is, that's not your girl. It's not gonna work out. She doesn't really like you. It's not good, right? So if she's not attracted to you, then, she's thinking about, why am I with this guy? And you're juggling and doing a whole bunch of stuff to try to keep her, to try to make it make sense to her. You're trying to make it make sense to her. At this point, if you don't have that attraction, you're trying to make it make sense to her, right? Now, some guys, you know what I'm saying, girls are just attracted to them. Girls are just attracted to them. They don't really have to do anything. They can just exist, and girls will, have that feeling of attraction, be, drawn to them, desire them, just off of the physical, just off of the way they look and their presence, right? Just their presence alone. That's all it takes. So when this girl, when you're dealing with the girl and she's, thinking, okay, well, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, it doesn't matter because she has that natural draw to you. So that's very important. That's why I talk about attraction a lot. Now, if you don't have that raw, natural physical attraction from the girl, the only thing that is going to replace that, the only substitute for that, is charisma. Charisma can substitute for that raw attraction, right? If you have both, you got her. You know what I'm saying? Completely. But if you can have that charisma, if you don't have that natural, girls just come up to you, they've been coming up to you, you know what I'm saying? Then you have to have that charisma. And what the charisma does is, essentially, charisma allows people to feel like they can be themselves around you. So they feel, when you're around somebody and they're just mad easy to be around. They're just mad cool to be around. Like, you just enjoy being, you're like, I could be around this person all the time. Like, I value just this person's interaction. You know what I'm saying? I value interacting with this person. Like, it's a draw. It's still a draw. It doesn't have to be sexual. It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. But there's certain people that you just like, bro, I like being around this person. Like, I don't know what it is. If they hit me up, I want to hang out with them, right? They cool. Like, they're just cool to be around. I'll hit them up because I'm like, I want to feel good energy. I want to be around this type of person. If you have that, right, that can be a substitute for that attraction. She got to be attracted to you a little bit. Like, there's no absolute substitute, right? She got to be attracted to you a little bit, but that charisma can make up for some of that missing attraction, right? It can make up for it. That's why guys who, a girl will see him and be like, oh, he's okay, right? But then she gets to talk to him. She get to know him a little bit. He's talking to her. She like being around. She love being around. She don't want to be without him. You know what I'm saying? It'll lead into, okay, I like this guy, right? It'll lead into that because it's a substitute for that. It doesn't have to happen right away. Some guys are blessed, like I said, and just off the first sight, girls are just like, I want this guy. cool. But like I said, it can take time. I always talk about patience as well. Patience is key, because sometimes patience is key for two reasons. Because it gives girls the room to be comfortable. So if they are that attracted to you, they're comfortable enough to really engage with you and, you know, open up and allow something to actually happen, because sometimes girls are just really intimidated, so they don't allow anything to happen. They close it off. They think it's going to go wrong, right? So that time allows them to see how you guys engage, or how you engage, whatever, how you are. She gets to observe you and be like, okay, maybe this could work. And then she, you know, she'll open up and you guys will engage. But the second thing time allows you to do is, if you don't have that initial attraction, that initial spark right away, where she's just like, I need him. You know what I'm saying? If that's not the first thought in her head, then you have time to show off your charisma, show off your personality, show off how cool, easy to be around you are. The guys that are just cool and easy to be around do well with women. They don't have to look the greatest. They just cool, they easy to be around, you know what I'm saying? Girls are like, you know what? I like it here. This is cool. He's a man. He can, you know what I'm saying? You got to have other things too. Yeah, of course. Even if you're attractive, you got to have other things too to maintain that attraction. So, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the initial physical attraction, right? You got the charisma, you bring her in, now she's cool with you. You still got to be good in bed. You still got to like have other things that will, you know, keep that spark alive, because you still, like I said, need that sexual attraction has to be there. It has to be there. There's nothing will completely substitute it. I'm going to say that again. I said it already, but nothing will completely substitute that sexual attraction. It has to be there. But it might not be initially there. It might not be there right away off first sight for all guys. So that charisma is the thing that, like I said, will make up for it. So if you're able to make a girl, that connection, I always talk about connection. You got that connection. If you can have that connection, you can get her to feel that you know, related to you in some type of way. Like get it to seem like, okay, we are something. You know what I'm saying? You make it like, okay, there's something between us. We have some type of chemistry. You can create that chemistry. It can be there naturally, but you can create that chemistry if you know how to, you know, talk to a woman, if you know how to listen to her, respond to what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? That's only gonna come through experience, right? So you gotta build charisma. You're not just gonna have, I mean, actually, I take that back. Some people have a natural charisma. They just know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? So when they talk to girls, they just talk to girls like they talk to people, and it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But that's the power of charisma. It can make up for a lack of attraction. But if you have the attraction and you have the charisma, she's stuck. She's stuck. She's not going anywhere if you got both, right? So that is the power of charisma. You know what I'm saying? And you can work on your charisma by just having conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? Talking to people. See how people with charisma move. You know what I'm saying? Observe that. See, a big part of charisma is being yourself, though. Like, so if you struggle with being yourself, you're going to struggle with having charisma. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of confidence, not even confidence, self-assurance that charisma requires. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not comfortable with you, nobody else is going to be comfortable with you. You got to be comfortable with you. You got to know how to like settle into yourself. And when it's that settled feeling, that settled, like, that's really the feeling that people like in other people. That's essentially the root of charisma, in my opinion. It's like when you're comfortable with yourself, you're real settled in yourself, you're real self-assured, you're not shaky on who you are. And then you share that with other people. That feeling of steadiness, that peaceful feeling inside you, that translates to the other people. They can feel that. And they want to be around that. They love that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the charisma. That's how I see charisma. There might be other ways that people explain it, that you know, it might be you being able to talk a lot and gift the gab, whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? That's all well and good, but I think it's that feeling of like giving that feeling of peace to somebody else. So if you can give that feeling of peace to her, well, she just feel like, like I feel like at peace with this guy. You know what I'm saying? And then you add some banter in there. You can make it flirty. You know what I'm saying? Then you add to it with the banter. You add to it with the flirtiness, right? That is gonna create that environment, right? That is gonna allow you guys to, progress into sexual attraction and all these types of things. So you might have to use that as well. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a lot of attraction, you know what I'm saying? If there's very little attraction, you make up for it with the charisma. Then you add the flirty banter in there. You add the, you know what I'm saying? You make the chemistry because she's open now. She's at peace with you. She's gonna allow things to flow. And you got her, right? So that's the power of charisma, y'all. All right, so like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Drop some more topics in the comment section. I got the consultation calls. So if you got some problems, you know what I'm saying, you need some help with some things, hit me up. And if you like the way that I break things down, you like the way that I explain things, I do even better over the phone. All right, so you know what it is. It's mind over matter, Marvel over matter. Let's get it.